Okay, now we've made it to the spot on our list. It's not great. It's not okay or bad, but like, you know, it's good.
It's a solid movie.
It's a solid movie.
It's a buy on Blu-ray.
Sound effect.
First of all, I have Only the Brave, which is the true story of these firefighters who are the wildfire. They stop the wildfires and stuff. It's got a lot of great actors in it. It's got Josh Brolin, Miles Teller, probably some others that I can't think of. But it's a really good true story, and I think a very intriguing movie to watch. It's aesthetically, it looks really nice. You got fire and trees, you know, orange and green. Great movie.
I didn't see the movie,
Yeah.
but it seemed, I heard it was a lot of teary-eyed at the end. The theater was little man tears at the end.
Oh yeah.
On my list, I have Lady Bird.
Okay.
This is one of the movies I hate Oscar bait so much, but you know, I hated the movie starting out, and then I ended up really thinking it was good. Not great, as everyone was saying. Some people were saying it's like the greatest movie. Do you see on Rotten Tomatoes, it's like a 98?
Yeah.
That's not true. I'd put it more at like a 70, but it is a solid, good movie, and definitely some people are going to relate to it more than others, and I definitely really related to it.
I have a horror movie, Annabelle Creation. So, no secret, first Annabelle is garbage. I haven't actually seen it, but I don't really care to. It's a great movie. It's really well directed. What he does is he puts a lot of scary looking things in the background so you don't know if something's going to pop out or not, and I love that tactic, and it's a truly terrifying movie.
This is a third Annabelle movie, right? Second?
Yep. It's also a prequel.
That's weird. I haven't seen either of them, but I've heard bad things about the first one, great things about the second one, so maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, definitely do. Conjuring-averse is doing really well. It's creeping up on the Marvel Cinematic Universe a little bit. Keep an eye.
Next, I have Good Time.
Okay.
Good Time was a...
Good time.
Don't do that.
No? Come on, that's what you were gonna say.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Okay, but this is a very unique movie. It's definitely not everyone's, you know, cup of tea. I didn't really enjoy it, and then I let it dwell a little bit, and then I was like, that's a good movie.
Yeah. It leaves you with an interesting feeling for sure. It's not something that a lot of movies do. Yeah, I really appreciated it for what it was, although you probably will not like it.
Yeah.
But I think that that's the point in a lot of ways. Atomic Blonde. I thought this was going to be like female John Wick, which I was excited for, and it really wasn't. It was a lot more of a suspense thriller. Less action than you would think, but the action sequence in the middle it's so good. It's one of the best of all time. Charlize Theron or Theron or however, I don't know. She's really good as I don't remember the character's name either. Look, the plot's weird, okay? But aesthetically and the action sequence in this movie made it really good and a good time for me. I said good time again. Wow.
Wow, that's good. Thank you. This was on your great list. I had Get Out. Definitely exactly what you said in our great video, or a great sequence, but you know, it didn't hit me. I felt like it wasn't my audience. I understood why it was a great movie, but you know, it didn't hit me the way, like, I didn't really relate to the fear.
Okay.
But definitely a great movie. Definitely a good movie, solid time, and definitely enjoyed myself.
Okay. See, I've enjoyed this more on each rewatch, and I've seen it 4 times now, which is ridiculous, but all we're in separate scenarios with like different groups of people. Like, hey, let's watch Get Out. I was like, I just saw that literally yesterday, but it's whatever. It's a really good movie. There's a lot there to digest, and I can see where it's not on the greatest of all time list, but for sure, it is for me. I think you have this one on there, if I'm peeking over at the list. Power Rangers.
Power Rangers! Yes!
I don't know why this movie is not talked about as much as it is, because it's a great high school movie, high school coming of age movie, and then at the end it's a pretty solid superhero movie. They don't mesh super well.
No,
I'll give it that.
Not at all.
But I really enjoyed it, and some of it's just so stupid it's enjoyable. Like,
yeah, but I grew up on Power Rangers, and
right.
like that's what it was. It was so stupid, but you were like, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. I think we both came out of this movie loving it, and I definitely acknowledge that it's not a great movie, but I love it. It's still one of my favorites from the year.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was a good movie for sure. Nothing groundbreaking or anything, but it was a fun movie, definitely. Going into this, Steele was hyping it up since like 2015, but like I thought it would be awful, and I left the theater like super pumped. It was, what I think of it is for the first hour and 20 minutes, it's a great like Breakfast Club type movie. Yeah. Definitely the campfire scene was the changing point for me. I was like, this is really good, and then the end part there was like it had to do that eventually,
right?
So.
But it just could have been worked in a little better.
It could have definitely meshed well, but it didn't.
Definitely hope we see a second one of these.
Hopefully, yeah.
It was great.
Kong.
Okay, so do I.
Yeah, I rewatched this. I thought it was just okay in the theater, but I rewatched it again. It's a solid, fun movie.
Yeah, it is. This Godzilla Kong universe, I think, is doing pretty well so far.
Yeah.
Godzilla was good. Kong is better, I'm gonna say. It's a lot of fun. The characters are fun, even though some of them are just cannon fodder. But yeah, I watched this on an airplane, and it's a lot of fun. Don't know what else to say.
Yeah, definitely. Just like you could tell they weren't taking it seriously, and
right.
They were like, unlike Godzilla, where they didn't show you Godzilla to like the very end.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, you know what? First 20 minutes, we're gonna put him up there. We're gonna put Kong at the center point. This is a Kong movie. Definitely, they had fun with it, and I had fun with it also.
Yeah. Hitman's Bodyguard. Did you see that?
I did, yeah.
Okay, yeah. See, I thought this was a fun movie. It was a pretty standard movie, but I think the relationship between Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson is what elevates it for me, and also it has a lot of like actual themes of like relationships and stuff, which was not what I expected, and I give them props for doing that. It's a little bit of a throwaway movie, but definitely one of the better ones. So
yeah, this is one of those movies that I went to and I was like, you know what? I have a solid hour and a half to burn. Let's burn it, and it was a solid, fun time. I hope that Ryan Reynolds doesn't get into this role of just playing Deadpool over and over, because this was what that movie was.
Yeah.
He was Deadpool just without the mask. Next up on my good, you had it on your greats, Guardians 2.
Okay.
Definitely a good movie. Again, I rewatched it, a little slower than I remember.
Right.
Definitely doesn't warrant the great title, but a solid, fun film.
I can see why you think that too. It doesn't. It's not as fresh as the first one, clearly being a sequel, but it does reuse a lot of the elements of the first ones.
Wonder Woman.
Okay, that would be on mine. I just didn't.
It was okay.
For time's sake.
Okay.
Okay,
this wasn't a great movie, but the only enjoyable DC movie.
Oh yeah.
For
okay,
sure.
I like Man of Steel, but in recent memory,
it's okay. It's fine. But like Wonder Woman, it was a great movie for half of it. A lot of good themes in there.
Yeah.
But then the end just, it became another DC movie and it just fell flat on its face.
See, I don't mind the end too much.
No, I hate it.
But the beginning for me, I don't like the island
stuff.
stuff.
I didn't like that either. That's what I'm saying. Like the middle part of the movie, that's great. And then you have the beginning and the end, which make it just a good movie.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Next, I have It.
Yep.
I really liked this when I saw it. Then I thought about it more, and I really didn't enjoy it as much.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was honestly a 6 out of 10. It's good.
Okay, so I saw this the first time I saw this. I loved it. It was really scary. It was funny. I saw it a second time with a group of college kids. Like it was shown at the college, and so everyone was laughing at stuff and everything. So it wasn't as scary and intense, and I was able to look at it more as just a movie, and it's all right. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just good.
Yeah, when you're not after, I think it loses some of its oomph after the first time.
That's one thing I'd say. It's definitely not it's definitely not a great or maybe even a good movie, but it's enjoyable.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited to see a second one.
I'm excited, definitely, yeah. The last one here I have, you didn't see it, but Jim and Andy, The Great Beyond, a Netflix movie on my list. This is a great movie. No, this is a good movie. It's on my good list. This is a good movie. Definitely, at the end, I was almost tearing up at the end. This is a this is really like a must see for anyone who likes seeing behind the scenes stuff and just seeing what the crew went through. It's just an amazing movie.
It's on my queue.
Someday you'll watch it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of our good list. Let us know if you agree. But we're gonna
thought it was a good time.
Yeah, but we're gonna get right back into our bad list next here.
Brother bad, brother bad.